Good day, everybody out there. Hello, 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 hello again. How's everybody doing today? It's another beautiful weekend again with us on Upper Reporters and Talks, the program where we discuss and give our unbiased and unreserved opinion on the issues affecting the social, political, and economic welfare of Nigerians across Nigeria, connecting Nigerians home and abroad. Today is the 11th day of October 2027, and we are live in the studio for our 65th edition, our 65th episode of the program. Today we're going to have interesting topics to discuss, interesting topics to deliberate about, and as it is, I will be giving exciting topics. Well, first, I'd like to introduce myself. I go by the name of Okpebholo J, and I'm going to be your moderator and host. I'm going to be your moderator and host for the program. Upper Reporters at the moment is not available, so but he'll be joining us hopefully before the end of the program. Basically, our rules are 3 minutes for panelists, 1 minute for people coming in. As it is, I have to give my today's topics. Today's topics will be INEC introduced. INEC coming from Edo State. INEC denies PDP, Ighodalo access to BVASS and other poll and election materials. From the international, TINUBU'S UK trip to avoid political interference in cabinet shuffle. Okupe. IPMAN tackles NNPCL, threatens to stop operation. Okpebholo victory expands APC frontier, Brightens TINUBU 2027 prospect. I don't know where my upper reporters got that topic from, but well, I read it as I see it on the banners. Most importantly, we're going to talk about whatever is going on in Nigeria, whatever is going on across Nigeria. On the news or the media space, a lot is going on and a lot is happening. A lot is happening around Nigerian space. Even you could tell that things are getting on the extreme. Now even former governors, former ministers, the political bigwigs are complaining that things are not going as they have planned it. Things are not going the way it has been regular in the Nigerian economy, the Nigerian polity, and whatever is happening to the Nigerian people. The APC has called a former senator, a former governor, and a former minister of Nigeria, one of the former presidential candidates of the All Progressive Congress, by the name of Amici, was the former minister and transport minister. They have described Amici as irresponsible and patriotic because Amici has told the media, or which was interviewed, that he had said that the people should be protesting against their politicians and not really the processes. Because he said the politicians are the one We're responsible for the pain and the hardship. It is not the process. It is not the policies. It is the politicians. These are the leaders that have inflicted the pain. They are the ones that have made things go their way. Things are being done the way they want it, not caring about about the people or what they think, not caring about the people or what they want. There's a lot of debate going on. A lot of debates. There are lots and lots of debates. People are saying the president has said they should be patient. A president that goes to the UK once every 60 days is telling a Nigerian without a visa, with a 70 or 75,000 salary benchmark on a very high scale standard of living, with commodity at its peak ever, and is being compared to foreign countries. These people are telling Nigerians to be patient. It is completely heartbreaking. It is only improper if there are platforms or there are people that can speak about it and they don't. I'm not calling for anarchy. I'm not calling for chaos. I'm not calling for protest. I am not calling for disrupt. I'm not calling for hate. We're only using our platform to plead. We're using this platform to beg. We're using this platform to reach out to those who are in power, who can have the say to make things work. At this point in time, we hardly know if the deeds are for the good of the people, or if these people don't even know what is happening around them. In the past, excuses were given. You say the man is a good man, but he has a lot of psychopaths around him. He has people around him that don't tell him that there's stress in the land. He has a lot of people that don't tell him what's going on in the villages. Those were the excuses a lot of people gave. But no, that is not true. These people read the media, they go on the public space. They even respond to jokes and nicknames that they are being called, which means they know what the people are going through. But why is it not being attended to? Why are the problems not being solved? Nobody's expecting Nigeria to be solved, the problem in Nigeria to be solved in one day. But at least let's take it one step at a time. Let's focus on one of the troubles. Let us start it at one step. We don't expect the president to work on every sector. But what we are begging is that at this point in time, it's only proper for politics not to be played, but let governing take its course. You have won an election, you have been sworn in, and we are all here to support you. We support you. You are our president. You are our governor. It is high time you govern. You carry the people along. You tell us what we are not even bothered about the promises that you have made. It is not about making promises. It is about doing the basic things that every sane society with finances should cater for. We cannot continue to live in a country where institutions are biased. We cannot live in a country that creates unity on every pole or unity in every segment. We were united along party lines, we're divided along party lines, along religious lines, along tribal lines. But when it comes to elections, when it comes to politics, when it comes to voting, the people break these lines and they come into a unified arrangement to pick a leader. It is only left that the people are allowed to make these choices, and so that they can live with it. The people cannot vote A, then you force in B, and when B is forced in to power, it doesn't do anything but put poverty, impoverishment, pain, struggle, and continue to give promises. Those are the little things I said I will discuss before we go further. It is not politics. I'm not talking about these. I am saying it goes down to every politician in Nigeria, every ruling factor in Nigeria, every CEO in Nigeria, every employer of labor in Nigeria. Not because you have become a leader or you have become an employer, you use your will or your strength to create pain and oppression. It is not proper. Our country is one of the only countries in the world where people work and for 3 months they are not paid. Our country is the only place where an injured person comes into a hospital and he is asked to pay money even while he might be losing his life. Our system is one of the only in the world where patients have been rejected. A patient is rushed into a hospital and the doctor and the patient, whether it's private or whatever, they are told we cannot handle him here. It doesn't matter. Do the first aid needful because you are in the medical space before you can refer him to a larger scale hospital. These are the little policies, these are the little things that we're talking about. It doesn't have to be tax. These are the little policies that should be on ground. We come here every day, we talk about the same thing. These people hear us. We cannot continue to repeat ourselves like a broken record. The value of life, expectancy low, commodity high, insecurity high, infrastructure low, education is disastrous. We are telling people, let us hold our politicians accountable. What happens to the educational sector? You see people leaving school or graduating from school every day, and some little basics they cannot give you a definition of. It has led to gotten to a level where people now say education is a scam. Education is not a scam. Nigeria is the only country where people say education is a scam. Every child should have a form of basic education to a certain level. It should be a must in every sector. That is the form bearing or the form building of any society. From 5 years old to 14 or 15 years should be enough. After that, that child can go and be whatever he or she intends to be. But from 5 years old to 15 years old, education should be enough. And the penalty for that, for not having education from 5 to 18, should be severe. We cannot come here every time to talk about people winning elections or people fighting elections, talking about basically the elite in the society. I will no longer continue to come here to defend those that can defend themselves. This platform is to speak for the common man, is to speak for those that cannot be able to afford the basics that humanity has to offer. We lack first aid, we lack first responders, we lack security, we lack empathy, and you'll be shocked. The country is having a very difficult times, and you read from these papers that traditional rulers are being bought SUVs worth 100 million naira per SUV. 100 million naira can start up a factory which will create jobs for 30 people minimum. The 100 million naira can grow up, can start a farm that will create jobs for 30 million people. So a traditional ruler has land. And it's believed, where do traditional rulers need the SUVs to? Where are they going to? Why do we prioritize on the wrong things? Are the people okay with this? When it comes to election, everybody is acting soft. When it comes to election, everybody is thinking they love the country. After elections, nothing happens. The news daily is heart-wrenching. There's nothing interesting to read about. Every day you see the government talking about rice. Today, rice is going to be 40,000 for special people. Rice is going to be 40,000. Rice? Petroleum has... Imagine a topic without talking about the increase in petroleum, PMS. And we are talking about Monday Okpebholo. What's Upper Reporters talking about? He's bringing a banner of Monday Okpebholo and the Okpebholo's victory. PMS has hit 1,000 naira for an oil-producing country. And sometimes people say, how much is petrol in the US? How much is petrol in Dubai? Or how much is petrol in Saudi Arabia? These are oil-producing countries as well. There are no ports, these countries that they compare us with have 8 lane roads that have 8 lanes. And practically each side of the road, that's 16 lanes without potholes. Their traffic lights work 24 hours of the day. They have 24-hour electricity. That's power supply. Why are we far from it? Why are we an oil-producing country without a refinery working? What does it entail for a refinery to work? If Dangote can build a refinery under 4 years, of Buhari's tenure and have his work in one man. What does it take for a big institution like NNPCL, NNPCLC, or whatever? They are all wearing agbada and high hats. If it's not working, if they cannot sustain it, let them shut it down. Nothing in Nigeria works. Nothing. Apart from borrowing money, buying cars, buying jets, and flying abroad. Nothing works. And we are here supporting victory. There's no victory in a land like that. No, there's no victor. A country in chaos, a country in pain. Everybody's going through something. People drop like health-wise. Some people don't even know what they drink. Some people, it's so toxic, it's so chaotic, it's so sad. Again, in all honesty, like I said, the politicians are not the only ones to be blamed. The system are being run by people. People blame the system. It's like blaming a computer for failing. No, a human being controls the computer. It's like saying gun kill people. Gun don't buy people. People have to pull the trigger for a gun to work. People have to drive cars before they move. So the people have to be held responsible. Everybody has to be held responsible for the action to the reaction that gives us any kind of submission. There are a lot of things that are not going on right. Food management, water, people sell fake water. They sell fake drinks. People buy these things for their children. Some fake. The baby food, fake. Diaper, fake. Where do we start from? Yes, we can blame all the government agencies if we want to, but our brothers and sisters are the ones working with these agencies. Nobody is held responsible. Nobody is liable for anything. Well, I have my panelists in the studio. I don't even know where to start from, but I don't want to come up with the topic that the upper reporter has given to me today, because really I don't think I'm in a mood for that. I'm not in a mood to talk about the elites anymore. I'm not. TINUBU is okay. He goes to the UK private jet. INEC, INEC, the INEC head of INEC are probably billionaires. PDP or Ighodalo, they are billionaires. Why should we come here to deliberate how they are treating themselves? Nigeria is said to have almost 180 million people who come here every day for the last 6 months talking about Obaseki, TINUBU, and these men. But they don't deserve it. They don't. All they want to crave for is power. They want power to rule. They want power just, and for those, we can't even comprehend the reason why these people want power. Because when they are given power, they don't even know what to do with it. They don't. So why don't we take our comfort time for a sweet time come together to discuss, to discuss, to talk about them. Why? If INEC is not giving a billionaire Ighodalo access to BVASS, he's a lawyer, he should sue them. We should be talking of what we should be focusing on now is how we have to come together and not continue to be on the part of these people, because these people they don't have anything for us. The president of Nigeria cried about Miloko and trying to say this is done. A lot of people felt sorry for him. A lot of people felt, yes, it was the time for a Sultana, and he has been loyal. He has been on it for a while. Let us see. He has the mentality to do it. It's not even 2 years, and we are all thinking the war is about to end. It's the worst that has ever happened to us that we are experiencing. And in this short term, you hear them saying they're trying to adjust. You can't be adjusting and buying yourself a private jet. You have the private jet on your own. You don't need to buy a new one for the country or to buy a new one to show why you want to do what. Or you want to buy new cars. What happened to the previous cars that you were driving? What happened to the car that Buhari drove? Who is driving the car Buhari drove? Where is it? Who is driving it today? Or Sibanjo? Where are those cars? And they are buying more cars for House of Assembly members. Probably Okpebholo actually got a car as a senator. Now he has won an election. He will buy another car as a governor. Or is he going to bring the car that he used as a senator for that? Or is he going to use the one that Obaseki used? No. So they're just going to continue to and they probably want to buy the bulletproof vest or the bulletproof highest ones to use billions of naira to buy cars to drive on roads that are patched. I don't know. I'm feeling today, I don't think we'll do 2 hours. But anyways, it's not my show. I have people in the studio with me. I have John Bosco, I have Ola, and I have Chief Oye. Mr. John Bosco, how are you doing today? Because you've been here since.
I'm good, sir. I'm very good.
I don't know. I don't know the topic. I don't have a topic for today.
Yeah, I'm with you with what you're saying. The country is in a mess, and the elite seems to don't understand that people are suffering. You know, the politicians think they are doing the masses a favor. They don't know that they were elected to work for the masses. I mean, the president's wife was saying no food for lazy man. Who is lazy? If there's job for people to do, they'll work. If there's opportunity for them to hustle, they will hustle. You know? So, and like you were saying that we don't have to talk about, if we don't talk about the politicians, I mean, the politicians are the problem. If we don't get the politics right, the system will continue to rotten. The institution is bastardized. The politicians are corrupt, you know? So, I don't know. It's just a mess. People are really suffering. Things are difficult, you know? I mean, the Nigerians, I don't know how long they're going to take it before they start reacting or getting into the streets to start protesting, you know, because the people can't afford even the 70,000 naira they increased for salary. It's rubbish. Right now, to fill up your tank will cost you almost 90 something thousand, 80 something thousand, 50 something thousand. So, how are they going to survive? Even when you hear the politicians telling you that Nigerian petrol is still the cheapest, yes, let's say it's still the cheapest, but what about the system? What about the social safety net for them? If you compare Dubai and Nigeria, it's like night and day. They have good roads. They have 24-hour light. They have system working for their citizens. The same thing with America. The same thing with the UK. So what are Nigerians getting? Nigerians are getting nothing. They can't tax your way to prosperity. It's never happened anywhere in the society. They just keep experimenting, but the experiment is not working. So you go back to the drawing board and see what they can do to alleviate the sufferings of the masses. Is it when the masses start protesting and start destroying things that they wake up? It's getting out of hand. And the painful part is that the politicians are so arrogant. When you hear the Senate president talking about Nigerians, why are Nigerians traveling? Because of money. They should stay in Nigeria. Love of country. What do you mean by love of country? His own kids are not in Nigeria. Is he going to receive 70,000 as a Senate president? No. Is he going to live like a pauper as a Senate president? No. He's living the best life. He's getting the best of everything. His pension, he's still collecting pension as a former governor, which is wrong. And he's still a Senate president. And they're telling people not to travel out of the country. And the desperation is making people go to countries that are not, that I would even say Nigeria is still better than. People are stranded in Libya. People are stranded in Lebanon because they feel that they just want to leave Nigeria to just get a little bit of better life. But the leaders are not even budging. They haven't been arrogant. It wasn't my husband that created the problem. Who created the problem? It was your husband's party. Your husband was still part of APC where Buhari was there for 8 years. Why are they doing as if APC is a different party? It's still the political party that brought them in, that ruled the country for 8 years.
And they're always abroad. These clowns are always abroad. They go abroad, they get a mic and they start talking trash.
You know, even if the president is going overseas for medical treatment, let us know what you're going. Don't tell us you're going for a working visit. Who goes out of his country for 2 weeks for working visits? It's only in Nigeria I hear that rubbish. That the president travels for 2 weeks for working visits. Okay, if you want 2 weeks, then hand over power to your vice president to be able to run the country. You can't go and sit in another man's country, park the presidential jet in their airport, paying charges for 2 weeks. You come back, no apology, because you know by the next election, whatever they can write result or anything, and you get into power. That's why they don't care, because there's no consequences for them during election. They can easily write results and call it a day, and nothing will happen. The corrupt system is all over the place. The police, they are corrupt. The EFCC corrupt. The ICPC corrupt. The court system is so corrupt that some politicians just put the court system in their pocket. They just bring up frivolous judgments left and right. You know, the country is in such a chaotic situation. I don't know how we're going to survive this, and I don't know who's going to wake up one day and say, you know what, enough is enough. This needs to stop, you know, or bring in people that can forget about. That's why when Tinubu won, I said, okay, let's give, even I didn't support him, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe this man will make things better. But I see that he's playing more, he's into more politics than even, I mean, at his age and all the things he has achieved in life, what else does he need? Even if he comes and say tomorrow, I don't care if I do only 1 term, but I make sure I fix this country. You know, people will clap for him.
He's not interested in that. He has no. I think he lacks the quality of governance. All he can play is politics. So he's forgetting that he's president.
And he's president for everybody, not president of APC.
He's not president. He's trying to play the politics game, forgetting his major role. To me, that's just it. Because I don't see
he's more interested in 2027.
He's more interested in how to conquer. He's more interested in trying to conquer. Because honestly, I like to okay, see something that would say, okay, I see the light at the end of the tunnel.
There's no light, oh, it's darkness.
There's no tunnel. Let's talk about light.
Tunnel, talk less of darkness, talk less of light.
Tunnel. It's just a pit. Everybody thinks it's a tunnel. There's no tunnel.
Even I thought Buhari was bad. Buhari wasn't this bad. You know, I bet you I think Buhari's own was that Buhari didn't have any clue on how to govern, and he trusted people too much around him. He thought they were doing the right thing for him. But Tinubu has the experience. He has been in power for some time. He has been a civilian governor. He has been a senator. So he knows how things work. Why would you allow things to go so bad? At least if you're doing something, okay, let's say you have a good mind, you want to remove subsidy. You can't float the naira and at the same time remove subsidy. It's not going to work. It's going to crash the system. Okay, now that you've done it, it's not working. Why not go back to the drawing board? Bring back your boys into the room. Everybody sit down. What do we do? Bring independent people. Don't just use your political friends that don't have interest. Their interest for their own pocket and their own benefits.
Why is the NNPC holding everybody's to
ransom?
Why is the NNPC? Is it what? Is the NNPC a different? Is the NNPC a different country? Why is the NNPC holding?
Is he not the petroleum minister? He's the petroleum minister.
But there's a petroleum minister of state. Why are they holding us to ransom?
No, Tinubu is the petroleum minister.
Yes, Mr. Petroleum Minister. Sure.
You know.
So it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's so sad.
John Bosco, let's go. Let me hit another person in the studio. Thank you for your contribution. And we have Ola. Ola, are you there?
Yes, we're here.
Okay, go.
We're here. I'm laughing. I'm sad. It's not new to me. When I came to this party, I said all of them, they're all thieves. They're all thieves. The Obaseki that just left, what did he actually do in some other areas? Most roads in rural areas are bad. Nigeria can never change. Nigeria are naturally both bastard liars. Criminals. You expect to have a good country where criminals are ruling you, right? You cannot. There's a program I used to watch, they call it Smorov or Lazy Town. You cannot rule a country by respecting somebody. The rules are not there. The so-called judiciary system is like a gutter. The police, boom. The army is just like the shopping mall army who want to build shopping mall. No, that's what they are. You see, some of you might be very, very young. What you see in Nigeria, right? When Shagari took over power in 1979 from Obasanjo, the same thing you see in that pump out. They started playing politics. The corruption become more high, 81. 82, bastardly high. They could not even pay salaries for 1 year. At that time, we're still having people who could put a break at that and say, hey, what is going on now? That what brought Idiagbon and Buhari to power. In Benin, if you cook, you are not there. Ask men who are like 50-something now. Ask them. Men who are like 53, 50 now. If you cook in Benin, you are not there. Somebody else will carry your soup, your pot of soup. People were hungry. Because they could not pay salary for 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months. But this bunch of criminals at that time, they were printing money. Fake naira circulate over Nigeria. The army could not take it anymore. That brought Idiagbon and Buhari into power. Those ones were even learned. Now we have what called Agberus ruling that country, right from the top to the bottom. Then what do you expect? For you to rule a country, you must have to know what you're doing. You must have to understand what's called division of power, the budget. You know, we have people who sit and say, share it, call chief, this, chief, that. This is just the beginning. We'll be worse than this. Since I've grown up in Nigeria, I've never seen where people be sharing bread as kind of like goodwill to a citizen of the country. I say, oh, we're trying, we give you bread, don't make noise, we're trying, or you want to go hungry. Share a bag of rice, people don't even receive. Make noise, take bag of rice. Make noise, take bag of rice. You know, none of them is good. Ubuari came, Ubuari don't know nothing. One is an illiterate. Surround himself with people that heavily smart, but use him. You cannot rule a country with people with low IQ. It's not going to work. It's not just by doing road. Road is normal because you collect tax. Doing road is not to start praying for one useless person. Oh, may God, you see, our people sorted, they are very illiterate also. They are like dumbass. Oh, may God bless them all. They can do here. They can't, God damn, get the fuck out of this place. It's his duty. You need to praise these dumbass people. See, the way we are, that's what the same way. You see, they say the way you are, that's why your country will be. No balance, no check and balance. See, Donald Trump was being checked by the court. No matter who you are, they will arrest you. The police is neutral. FBI neutral. People checking that account, they are different. They are not politicians. Some of them, they are higher institutions, professors, and everything. All eyes is on it. Our professors, they are like people who sell guguru perere. That's what they be. They don't get sense. Everybody, they bribe to the pass exam. You see, the structure of the country, it just collapsed right from the foundation. There's no structure anymore. They don't know what to deliver. They don't know what even is in the budget. Just to tax people, because Lagos will be taxed heavily, but nothing was being done. They just tax as long your name is not in the name, they'll tax you. So we don't expect nothing to change. It will get more worse. This is just the beginning. They will cry and cry until they do the needful, like what happened in French Revolution. Before these people will learn, they're not going to learn. They know. No, but see, if you don't confront somebody for what he's doing, it's not going to change. They'll tell you, go and protest. We'll be eating chicken. Last I'm eating my chicken now. Go and protest. We'll be eating chicken. Yeah, eating chicken. Go and protest. Because that's where they see them. Dumbass. Blockhead. Dusty ass motherfucker, low IQ people. When they see person abroad, they start begging. But they are the hungry. Look, in that Benin, things were moving well. If not Okpebholo and Ejo. Okpebholo and Ejo. They are the architect design of that so-called Benin city. And what our traditional rulers, they are no longer traditional rulers anymore. Everything is bad. My brother, this will end my this, let me listen to the other, because if you talk, because I come this panel once at a time, everybody play politics. Now lie. Now their pocket, all of them they fight for. Bread. You forget about tomorrow. Look at South Africa. If their citizens cry, they will answer them. Look at Botswana. Botswana, yeah. Only survive by diamond. Very rich country. They don't play with their country. You're not bigger than the law. You're not bigger than the constitution. We want to go back door, back this. The people that are ruling Nigeria, they don't even go school at all. So now, so you go say, my brother, I may stop.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ola. Thank you very much. I appreciate your the submission. Yes, I'll go according to the people as they presented, as they came into the studio. Next, we have Chief Oye. Chief Oye, are you there? Chief Oye, can you hear me? Or mute yourself and give us
Yes,
your...
else would I be? I'm here.
Okay, please give us your submission.
Well,
General topic.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. I think you all started the day with guns blazing, starting from the moderator, and like Oga Ola, who just spoke before us. I've been laughing and vexing and having all mixed emotions, listening to everyone speak. The three people, that's J Bosco, moderator, him, and it's you guys have spoken passionately, and everything you have said 100% accurate. And like the previous person said, the country just you know the decays from the roots. It's the foundation. They started bad. Even what you just shared about Shagari and all that now, it's sad. It means that if this happened in the time of Shagari and it's happening now, what do you think is going to happen in 10 years? There's no accountability. Our people are suffering right from the beginning. I have always said on this show, on this platform, that the people are hungry. It is hunger first. A hungry man is a desperate man. You cannot expect anything from a hungry man. A hungry man cannot think. A desperate man will sell his soul for a loaf of bread. And the government and these politicians continue to put us in dire positions, and it's only going to get worse. And as I always say, I don't see any light at the end of the tunnel. But you guys are talking about protest. Protest is not. We're Nigerians. There's no protest won't work. We've done Babangida must go. We've done NSAS. It doesn't work. Innocent people will die for nothing. Innocent people will lose their livelihood because they will loot the wrong people. People will loot people that are struggling. And the rich will continue to be eating chicken while they're saying you can protest. Go and protest. We're waiting. Go and protest. We're eating chicken. As for Tinubu, I'm really disappointed because everyone is saying he's playing politics instead of governance. And it's sad because I really thought that a bunch of us thought that he would, like what he did for Lagos. Although many people have challenged me, like, what did he really do for Lagos? We thought he would be able to manage Nigeria. So we don't really know what's happening, and it's really sad. So you've all really hit the nail at the head, and like the moderator said, with the way he's feeling, he doesn't know if we're gonna even make up to 2 hours. So, moderator, just take it easy. We are all solidly behind you, and we just continue to hope that Nigeria will become a better place, even if there's no hope. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief Oye. Thank you very much for your submission. Next is Mr. Tupo. Mr. Tupo, are you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, Mr. Tupo, welcome to the studio. And today we are having a general discussion. It's not what I have on the paper, or rather what I have on the sticker. I'm not sticking to what is on the sticker. I'm talking about things generally happening in Nigeria, about the ups and the downs and all the negative parts we see on daily media. So I don't know what your take is. Or maybe if there are if there's a bright side of it that you have seen, or you want to still deliberate or talk about how you feel, please express yourself. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Well, I listened to John Bosco, and I listened to the other Mr. Ola, who talked about how Nigeria is dead, and the lady. Well, truth be told, it's like everybody seems to have exonerated themselves from the crime. You know, that's so. I'm now wondering who is to blame. It's like we seem to just put the woes of Nigeria on the current president. I want to believe that will be hypocrisy, because we all know how Nigeria has been since maybe various part of when we became adults. At least we have been participating in protest. I think my first protest was 1989, anti-SAP riot, and it was a result. It was as a result of the same thing we are facing today, which was the devaluation of the currency or the floating. I don't know what they did that time. What Fela called the Contia foreign exchange market, and his words, I still remember the music. He said, "Everything can tear to pieces." So if you play that music again, you will understand that Nigeria is a merry-go-round. So it's not as if we will just come today now and start dumping all the trash on the heads of some of our parents are guilty of these actions that we are blaming the government for. And most of us are, let me use this term, most of us are beneficiary of the criminality. Because we find out that many people, when they talk on this program and you ask them, where are you? They say they are living outside the country, they are here, they are there. Yeah, many people went through road, many went through land, many went through sea. Some others went through air. And it was because that their parents were in proper positions to better Nigeria, but preferred to send their children abroad with government money. That's why they are abroad now criticizing the same country. So like I said, it is not a situation of exonerating self or trying to look for who to blame. Nigeria has been like this. And it has been like this because the people are not ready to actually demand for the change that the country actually seeks. So everybody has become an opportunist. If PDP is in power today, they criticize APC. If APC is in power, then everybody's waiting for their own turn. So I don't think Nigeria is not a failed country. It's just probably being mismanaged because of the kind of constitution we have. So it now means that maybe before we start talking, we should study our constitution. Maybe if we study the constitution and the governance we practice, then we will understand that, you can just identify the fault. You get, because it's not really rocket science what governance is. It happens, government everywhere in the world, like it is run by people. People everywhere in the world is the same. There's no difference in humanity. I can't say the people, this man is built or he was born like this and his gene is, no, everybody has the same desperate, wicked heart, So, but laws, constitution, morality, and everything is what put some kind of things in order. We have seen a man almost wipe out a full generation of Jews in 1940 to 45. Was it not human? Was it not in Europe? So it's humans. We are all humans. So what we need to do is look at how we are being governed. The constitution that we are using, how has it favored us? So I think Nigeria needs to look at that constitution and actually review it so that governance can be closer to the people. Government is too far from the people. The people don't even know what government is. That's what I think. The government is too distant from the people. Your child misses a class in school, you cause Tinubu. You don't have food to eat because Tinubu. Your door did not lock, you cost it. So where are the rest people? We have 720 something local government chairmen, 1 million councillors, 37 governors, rep. So how everybody, even the governors are costing Tinubu. The rep will cost
Yeah, because
Tinubu.
Tinubu made the policy now that governs the country. Even in the Western world, they still look at the person at the top. They don't look at the person at the top makes policies that affect states and local governments. We can't wait for constitution to be better, for Nigeria to be better. Somebody has to take the bull by the horn as a leader. Tinubu was elected as a leader. He said he was going to come to make things better. Nobody forced him there. He went for the vote. He
You are
asked for
getting
the
the
vote.
point. You think maybe I'm defending. That's where the problem of Nigerians are. You don't want to look at the basic issues. The basic issue here is this. Tinubu is the policy maker. If he makes the policy, you have governors, you have rep members, you have senators who are supposed to look at these policies and say, and give maybe direction. So I don't think
Yeah, but you know our Nigerian system. Which governor is going to tell the president what to do?
the governor is collecting a security vote on stop.
So if you make a
what I'm
policy,
saying.
if the federal government floats the naira and remove fuel subsidy, what do you want the governor and
Okay, can
local
I say
government
this?
chairman
Have
to
you
do?
ever seen governors protest that their security vote was not completed in the 24 years of democracy? Have they ever missed that payment? Have
Why
you
would they
ever
miss it?
Oga,
It's
see,
their constitutional right.
it's because of Nigerians like you. That's why we cannot move forward.
Thank
like
Because
you.
we
me?
are all lamenting
I
that
need
we
to
are
just that
hungry.
is where my
You are
submission
coming to
ends.
tell us that we are not close enough to our government. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I rest
Did
my
Um,
case.
America? Did
um,
America? Did Abraham
guys,
Lincoln? Did Abraham Lincoln wait
guys,
for slavery? Wait for constitution to make slavery end?
uh,
He
uh,
took the
uh,
bull by the horn.
yeah, yes, we are all saying the same thing, but Mr. Tukpo is trying to buttress, he's trying to expand it, which again we cannot let out because good. I'm not saying I put the blame on the president wholeheartedly, especially with his desperation, especially on the line with his desperation to attain power. When you hear a man too desperate to attain power, you think in 6 months the strategic moves that he will have made still be heavy, but they'll be working, keeping the
Moderator,
wheel. No,
moderator.
wait, bros. Wait. Before you solve a problem, when you see a car problem, the car does not move. You go to the battery, you try to check if there's oil, you look for the problem. You don't jump into a car and start thinking of solving a
Moderator.
problem without
Let me finish
knowing
my
it.
submission before everybody starts saying. You know why I'm saying this? You see this mentality of thinking that you want to accuse one citizen against the other citizen. That's where the problem is.
No.
Hold on now.
Responsible people,
Hold on.
people
You see,
responsible
like
for the
we're
food
here
again.
talking, making submissions, and somebody said people like you are the problem of Nigeria.
Yes, I said that because you have to deal with the man in charge, and he is the man in charge. He's the man that has promised
Let
us
us
a better
let us
Nigeria.
Let's take it
And
one
you
at
are
let
a
us
going
time.
tell
to
him,
you are going
This
to
is short
liken
and
our
decision.
suffering to that of a dog that lost his way or ate his dinner.
Please,
Unbelievable.
let us allow the man finishes, please. Let us allow him finish his submission. Mr. Tupo, you have the floor. You still have the floor.
I'm not in contest with any. I'm not in a party primaries or in an election that we are arguing. We're only making submissions. So you don't even have the right to tell me I'm a problem to Nigeria.
Insensitive submission, God. Too
We are
insensitive.
making our submissions. So if whatever my submission is doesn't mean I am the problem to Nigeria. It is my own opinion. You understand? The lens from which you see things is different from mine. And so I don't see why I should come and start telling you somebody that is the problem of Nigeria. Are you in government? Do you earn from government? Then if you do that, then I can categorize you as one of the problems. I don't earn. So why are you categorizing me? You know, so let's remain civil about the discussion. So going forward, like I said, if Nigerians should look at their constitution properly, they will understand that the constitution has its own errors that, if not tackled, we will just keep going down like this. Everybody knows how government works now. We have seen government in Nigeria. We have tested it. We have even got saints take over power and things don't happen. We have got angels become governors and so automatically they become billionaires. You know, like, I don't know what people still expect. Then they think, okay, because you probably don't like one man, that man is the fault. We have seen people go enter government office without 2 naira. They are leaving the government office, they are billionaires. Where did they get the money? Is there a salary that they pay you that you become billionaire? So why are we shying away from that reality to say this thing is not working in the manner that it's supposed to work? Why? It's not working. It's not working. Put a cent there. It's still the same thing.
But that has nothing to do with the constitution.
It has
If we don't,
to do with
if
the way our
no,
government.
but let me
Now,
let me tell you something.
Bosco, hold on. If
Okay.
the only place you can have funds that probably is unaccounted for, but actually bring results, is when I can use security services, all these covert operations that they give them cash to do some kind of things, that those kind of funds that they normally won't want to trace. There's no other money that they call security votes to a governor that is unaccountable. I don't understand. So if you have a constitution that gives you leeway to steal, you think it makes sense? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. The amount of money given unaccounted for to a governor, 1 billion, 2 billion. And if you understand how this money is increased, then you will know that there needs to be violence.
Who increases them? Who releases them?
Okay,
Who releases?
that's why
How are these
probably we need
funds,
to study.
Mr. Tukbo? How are these funds? Who is in charge of releasing these funds to the states?
Do I know?
And who?
He's the
so-
president. He said, "Do you know?" He's
Hold
the
on,
president.
I want to ask Mr. Tukbo. Now, security votes are being released to state governors. The derivation, etc., constitution, policies. Who is in charge of all this? I like to ask.
I definitely know that it's not this current president that started it.
No,
But who's in charge now?
It's not the president, whether
No.
started or not. Who
See, bro,
advances?
I don't
Who
know.
makes?
But
Okay.
what I'm saying is this: Nigeria, the system we are practicing, I really cannot define it. The exclusive list, the non-exclusive list, the NNPC we are talking about, we don't even know. You cannot really understand. See.
Okay, let me put it this way. Let me
This
ask
whole
you
thing, like I said,
okay.
it cannot actually work. Okay, there's a court case now that governors have gone to court to ask what EFCC definition is. There's another court case. You know, like, you don't even really know. The people, trust me, the people of Nigeria are just watching. They don't even know what is happening. John Bosco is always here trying to argue. He knows the system of government in his country. He knows how accountable everybody is. He says the case that happened between Trump and the rest now. The judges, the statement of the judges and everything. You know, like, you see the clear definition, the differentiation.
Because the institution works. You can't wait for the constitution. You can't wait for us to wait for constitution for them to change constitution for the country to change.
Okay,
can I ask you, in that your constitution, can the governor just wake up and dissolve the counties, how they call what your county heads, and say they have dissolved the election, like the way?
Because he cannot do that, because everybody is independent. But he can remove.
Now
Wait,
go back and read your constitution. You find your problem.
Wait. A state governor can remove a county judge or a county prosecutor unilaterally without anything. But what I'm saying is that in Nigeria, we can't be waiting for constitution. If our institutions are functioning, we don't need a constitution to make our institutions work. The institutions are so corrupt. Even if you give governors security votes, if you have institutions that work, they will ask those governors, why did you spend your security votes? We can't wait for constitution for them. Okay, let Tinubu make the constitution.
We are trying to be emotional about this thing.
Okay.
Hold on,
Guys.
just moderator, hold on. We are trying to be emotional about this thing. Like I just
nobody. You keep saying emotional. Nobody's being emotional.
Hold on. Can the governor, or I don't know what you people call them in US, you know, like you have Texas now, then you have
governor. They have governors of state.
Then what do you call the people that head maybe like Dallas, Austin, the
mayor?
Mayor. So can the governor just wake up and just dissolve all the mayors and tell them to go home? That he wants to get fresh election for new mayors. Okay, good. Can the governor now set up an election body that he will just write 18/18 for the mayors? See, it's not the institution that created, it's the constitution that defines it. So
no. Okay, let me still give you an example. If not for the institution, wait now. Let me give you an example for the same institution, the same constitution you're talking about. Do you know that at the end of the elections, presidential election in 2020, Trump wanted the vice president not to endorse the presidential election that Biden won? Do you know that Pence would have been able to do that if he wanted to do it? But he thought about the institution. He thought about the institution that will come after him if he signs that, if he doesn't.
Trump wanted it to be INEC.
I like the word. I like the word he used. That he thought about the institution that we come.
He didn't think about the constitution.
He thought about the institution. He thought about the outcome if you are tampered with it.
Can I say
like what Jay Bosco just said, that he thought about the institution that will come after him.
Yes.
Now, like I said, in your own constitution, the President Buhari removed the CJN with a case that nobody could see today verify, put his own CJN. You know, like that's what I keep saying. You need to know.
But even here, the president appoints the Attorney General of the Federation. The president appoints FBI director. The president appoints chief of army staff. But because of the institution, they are independent on their own. You cannot tell them what to do. It's not the constitution that tells them. It's because of the independence of the institution.
It's the constitution that clearly defines how independent they can be. You understand? This is what we are talking about.
Guys,
you are trying to judge morality and constitution here, like the integrity.
No.
Yeah, that one comes to
our constitution.
It's not morality. It's not morality.
Our constitution is always put ahead. If there's a problem with the constitution, like I said, if there's a problem with the constitution, it's one of the problems. It's only wise for they are smart men because they are there. It's only wise for a president who wants to really work, to go and work, think of how he can work on that constitution. That should be a major order for him as it is. If you say, okay, this constitution has not been working, I've been playing politics for a while, and this constitution has affected me. Now I want it to work.
Nigeria is 200 and something million people with 500 and something.
You know what? They are undermining those figures because they think only 5,000 of them can be enjoying. Why the
like I said, Nigeria is not suffering.
They are undermining them.
It's like you are giving excuse. You are still giving excuses for the system. That the constitution, they have 250 million people. You are giving excuse. Okay, let's take the United States for example. During slavery, did Abraham Lincoln wait? Did Abraham Lincoln wait for constitution?
Let me say something.
Slavery situation.
Mr. John Bosco, don't look for who to blame on a program. You are finding a way to have a villain in this program. Leave me out of it. Face your discussion.
You were the one that started blaming people. You are the one that came in.
I didn't blame you. I'm blaming Nigerians. You are blaming me. Leave me out of it. It's blaming you about me.
Guys.
Can we go to the next guy? Can we get from the
judge me based on my
No,
person.
nobody is judging you.
Talk,
I don't
talk
say
about the
We are
opinion.
judging him. We are judging him. We are
Obviously, you know
judging
you
him.
are doing that because probably I
okay,
don't know
Mr.
from
Tupo,
what
thank
school
you for your
of thought you are coming
submission.
from.
Thank you for your submission. We appreciate you. We are not judging you. Let us go to the
You
next
can't
person.
even judge me. How can you judge me? All of us, we are in it together.
Stop being emotional. I beg.
Mr. Ike King,
Let me
Mr.
want
Ike King, Mr. Ike King, please give us your submission.
You see, when Mr. Okupe was talking just now, he talked about the Constitution. And I was beginning to wonder why Oga John Bosco will be getting on him back and forth to say, no, it is the institution. The institution should this, the institution should that. The question is, what empowers an institution if not the Constitution? What gives an institution the legal authority to go after anybody if not what the Constitution has provided? For example, somebody can steal in your house, and if you catches the person by yourself, you are not constitutionally empowered to persecute that person. That is why you hand the person over to the police.
Says who?
Says the Constitution.
Says who? No, it is not.
Says the Constitution.
You have the right to destroy an intruder in your community. If person is dropping your fence, he's coming with a gun, you have a gun.
And they
you
are
have the
doing
right to
jungle
take him out.
justice. And they're doing jungle justice in Nigeria every day.
Well, if you don't know what you are talking about,
If I
Like,
wait,
And there's a thing called civil arrest. And there's a thing called civil arrest.
every citizen has the right to arrest, but not to prosecute. That's what the Constitution says. Stop telling me this. Giving you people this, people just want to argue.
No, see.
If I wait, please, sir. When just now you asked me to wait, I waited. Allow me to have my time.
I'm trying to
No,
justify.
just allow me to have my time because you are giving a wrong narrative. Excuse me, sir. You are giving a wrong narrative to what I am saying.
Okay. Good. So put it well, please.
No, I have put it. I put it well. I put it well. You are the one who is trying to twist the narrative.
Okay, let us understand, sir.
Listen to what I am saying. I said, if you catch a thief in your house, red-handed, you are not constitutionally empowered to deliver judgment on that thief.
Okay.
So don't. I don't know how to say. You see, sometimes when we have conversations like this, we shouldn't be bringing bias into play in trying to talk simply because we do not like the president or we do not like his policy. No, when we begin to do that, we are not really ready to make the nation go forward. We must come to the realization that every institution, for example, the police, there is a provision of the Constitution that talks about the role of the police in the society. And if they begin to do more than that, then the same Constitution can persecute them by doing more than what they are designated to do. That is what Okupe was trying to say, but Sir John Bosco was arguing with him. For example, we have the EFCC. Their job is to go after crime, financial crime offenders. Then imagine an EFCC officer trying to go and chase thieves that are stealing somewhere. It doesn't make sense. So the bottom line is, it is the Constitution that empowers the institution. And somebody cannot just wake up because you are the judge, you are the chief judge of Nigeria. Then you wake up tomorrow morning and say, President Tinubu, step down without due process. So when he was talking about the Constitution, he was right. It's just that we do not want to listen to him. I see Mama Chief was trying to attack him. I don't know what he to go do you. You understand?
I can get to your point. I stop talking like
you know, the attack team, APC tag team.
I don't know. They will beat at the end of the day when Tinubu do anyhow. We know where they're then we'll catch them.
But the same people telling not to attack Tinubu are the ones insulting the same like a king.
I think we know where they're there. We know
every day.
Look at it. Look at it. Let me tell you. You see, when I came into the platform, it was the time Sir John Bosco was speaking and every other person was speaking. I was just laughing. You know, I was just laughing. Maybe because I'm a young person or something. We know the problem. Like I will always say, we all have identified the problem of Nigeria. Oh, the system is bad. There is hunger in the land. Our president will travel for working visit or what have you they call it, and all of those things. Good and fine. We know the problem already. I think what we should be discussing more is pragmatic solution on how we can, get out of the menace that Nigeria is in. But you see, I came to discover that Nigerians are averagely people who love to hear lie than facing the truth and facing the reality. How do I mean? We are talking about subsidy removal. We are talking about floating of the naira and some other policies in the petroleum industry that is still trying to get a balance, because for the very first time, we are seeing a president who really wants to face the problem or the reality of Nigeria. Previous presidents who have been giving you subsidy, they subsidize the dollar for you and whatnot. They are telling you a lie. We have been living in a lie in Nigeria, for heaven's sake. But nobody wants to accept that fact. And that lie now, it does sweet us rich, say the truth is coming out. Now, instead of us to understand that this truth is the truth that will take us to the future of our nation, we want to go back to the lie.
What truth? What truth?
It is simple. How long, excuse me, sir, how long are we going to survive as a nation subsidizing dollar for our citizens to buy from exchange market, and we expect our currency to have that value in the forest trade? How? No, think about it. How? Before now, naira was being sold during Buhari regime.
I like to ask you a question. No, you will go. You will continue.
Let me drop my point. Let me drop my point.
I will not disturb you. I will not disturb you. I just want to ask.
I'm answering a question already.
Okay,
Let me finish.
Okay.
For example, Buhari regime, I think the dollar was being sold for 450 per naira. And as at that time, the currency has not been floated. It comes in this same 1,000 plus. The nation subsidized it to the point that we have to pay almost half of the money to now get it in our house, to now get it in our hand. Do you know how much Nigeria was losing to the foreign market because they want to subsidize dollar for you so that you can get dollar to use? Now we have a president who wants to address.
Dollar to use for what?
Why do we need to use dollars?
Okay, you are not using the right language. They were defending
because
the
that's
naira,
money.
They were defending the naira, not subsidizing the naira. Two different things.
And they're still defending the naira till today.
And if you look at the data, please let me just chip in here. If you look at the data, during Buhari's time, they used 16 trillion naira to defend the naira. Do you know how much has been lost when they devalued the naira and say, let them not defend? We have lost more than 16 trillion, and the dollar is still going up. So when you say these things,
Sir John Bosco, look at it.
I'm not.
It's not John Bosco that is talking. It's Vuvuzela.
When you say these things,
Vuvuzela, please wait. This is my time. No, I will not take this on this platform. When others were speaking, I was asked to wait. You cannot take my time. It cannot happen. You understand?
What should give Mr. Ike's
so
time.
please, if I am done, you can share your opinion. I'm not Mr. Otukbo. You see, yes, whether you call it defending the dollar or defending the naira, but the bottom line is the nation was spending money so that citizens can get dollars to exchange at the local market at a cheaper rate. Now you said we have lost money, which is very true. We will not dispute that we have lost money. But you see, the main problem is being addressed. And at the long run, when the policies begins to take shape, everything will fall in line and we will begin to gain more than we have lost, except you do not understand trade. When you do trade, if you want to make trade, if you are always interested in profit and not considering your losses, then there will be a problem. You should be prepared for the both. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That is what trade is all about. And for me, from what I have understood, that what the presidency is trying to do, they are trying to give a sense of direction to our economy, whether you like it or not. And for those of us who believe in that policy so much, we are very unapologetic about it when we talk about it on platforms like this, because we know that in due time, the dividend and the benefit will start coming. And when it comes, we will still come back here to talk about it. Yes, now, all of us will still come here. We will still talk about it. Then we talk about fuel subsidy. We all know what fuel subsidy is. And the presidency said they have removed the fuel subsidy. Then some persons are coming through the back door to tell the general public, say, no, there is still fuel subsidy. They are still paying fuel subsidy. trying to sabotage the effort of the presidency to make it look like the presidency is lying to the general public. And the presidency is insisting that no, there is no fuel subsidy. As a nation, who should we believe? Oh, we are good in believing on people who just come on television program to say whatsoever they want to say and back it up with whatsoever theory, but we are not good in believing on our own leaders. Who does that? I don't understand what is going on here.
And you will continue because you are not a radio. We are here to deliberate. You said the subsidy has been removed. What are the indices that these subsidies has been removed? I want you to educate us because
when was it removed?
No, please. Let us. I just want to. The people who think want to banter him. No, it's just a simple question. Give us these indices. Tell us when exactly it was removed. Was it after the speech on Inauguration Day, or it was removed in October, the Independence Day? Tell us. Give us the indices, because it's obvious you are defending something that we do not know.
Now, you see, like I said, so many times you see people come on national TV to give their own theory or their own analysis on the situation of things as pertaining to Nigeria and the Nigeria economy. Then those people give those theory to undermine what is directly coming from the presidency. As we all know, when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was inaugurated, he made a decree that the fuel subsidy is removed.
Was it a decree or a statement?
However we want to put it, whether a decree or a statement.
Without a tactics to work on that statement, because that's why I'm asking you for the indices. This is we are not. I'm asking you as a brother. I'm asking you as a brother.
Let me. You already asked me the question. Let me explain it.
Okay, go ahead.
He made a statement that the fuel subsidy has been removed. Then, in less than 24 hours, we saw that the fuel marketers began to increase and skyrocket the pump price in our nation. Now, we are in a chaos as a people, and they are telling you that the fuel subsidy was never removed. They are still paying this and that. You are asking for the indices. Oh, what are the implications of the removal and what have you? Many people are saying, oh, there were no strategy to make sure that the people do not suffer the implication of this or the implication of that. But you see, like the president will say, let me borrow his language. He said, I will take bold steps in approaching the problem of Nigeria. When somebody is taking a bold step, people see it as though he's being wicked. Even some people are bringing a theory of when you cough, they will give you rice. When your child does not go to school, they will give you rice. They have turned everybody in Nigeria to rice and what have you. Like I said before, whether you like it or not, for the very first time, we are seeing a president who is willing to take the bold step in addressing the challenges of Nigeria that has been bedeviling us as a nation over the years. The process is slow, but
the same president that fought against the same subsidy removal in 2012.
No, wait, Mr. John Bosco, allow him to finish. Allow him to finish. Please,
moderator, please. I would like to speak after this.
Yes, you will speak after this. Let him finish. Yeah, you will finish now. Aki King, finish. Go ahead, round up. Tell us.
Let me round up with this. This thing Mr. John Bosco said just now. Say the same president that fought against subsidy removal during Jonathan Goodluck administration is the one that is removing it now. See, what we fail to realize as a people is this. Simply because he fought against it that time does not mean that if he now comes to the realization of the need to remove it now, he shouldn't do it. You understand? So simply because he fought against it that time now,
let the next person speak,
him doing it now is not a wrong thing. I don't know where for the see all those theory when they bring the come outside.
It's okay. Thank you, Mr. John Bosco. Thank you, Mr. King. I appreciate your passion. Yes, I like it. We are like what I always say. Here we will come educate ourselves. Mr. Vuvuzola, you'll be next, but I like to say something. We don't hate our president. We cannot. He's the only president that we have as Nigerians, and we are also
speak for yourself.
Yeah, no, people. Yes, you can. It's not hate because to be honest, when you see this man, he talks to you. Now he will explain everything to you. I'm trying to do my best, and I'm trying to make sure the country is getting better. let the poor breathe, etc., etc., etc. But my own case is this. I supported the president, yes, because I liked the fact that he can play politics and he was, will I use the word ardent, or he planned for it. Yes. But at this point in time that he has become president, my only problem is that he's playing politics. Govern. You are the head. Now make the rules. Make those rules that people will applaud you for. When was it Kagame? Kagame is the president of Rwanda. When he became president, it's the state democratic rule. He made stringent policies and decisions. The whole world applauded him for it. A lot of people thought he was harsh. A lot of people thought he was too stiff. But the changes came. Those are the things I was expecting from my guy. But instead, he just came and he just fell flat like a cat. First, removing the subsidy removal. Good. That's a statement, a bold statement. But before you make such a bold statement, you must have a plan to work on it, putting the people in chaos. You make a statement in the morning that the subsidy has been removed, and immediately at the same hour, people are increasing their fuel price, and you didn't know that was going to affect them. Immediately, that you buy fuel now from this gas station, and you send somebody again 5 hours after his inauguration, and they tell you it's times 3 of the price. You need to have plans. There should be plans for everything that you do, because he's a president. Now, if you say tomorrow is a holiday, everybody will take it as it's a holiday. So you don't go making blatant statements at every given point. Then you said again, you made one thing, he said, I will. I will in a statement is a probability. The president don't say they will. He's not campaigning. You're a president. You should. You're supposed to be saying, I am going to, not I will. I will sounds like it's I will make serious decisions. People have not made any serious decisions since you came in. To me, I'm saying it today. People has not made any serious decisions since he came in. Not one. Even going to London is not a serious decision. That's just the truth. And we'll clap here, we'll talk here. 4 years, he will do it. He will play his politics for 4 years and want to become a president. The man said, no, if he can't straight again, I don't know. But he wants to do another 4 years. What does he want to do with this power? We thought he was wanting the power so that he can enact change that we were expecting. We cannot come in and make everything worse. I put in Naira, I want to devalue Naira, I want to defend Naira, I want to do Naira. Where else do they use Naira apart from Nigeria? Even Nigeria, these people don't use Naira. Does he not know that? They will talk about constitutions and institutions. We are trying to work on a constitution and you are bastardizing the institutions. These people put IGs there, IGs that work for them. The IG of police does not work for the people. The IG of police works for the president. Is that how it's supposed to be? The judiciary, the same thing. That's plain politics. It does not happen anywhere in the world. Even if it happens, you don't put it in the face of the people. That's how bad it is. That's what he wants. He wants control. He wants control. So we cannot come and our country, our president, it is high time we'll talk about, we'll tell him. So, okay, look on the tell us I will make decisions, I will make. Okay, stop telling us what you will do. You don't win your election, you don't be president for over 1 year. It's not a will. Go into action. What we do, they wear agbada and many cap when they design. Then tomorrow, every week, to London. If you want to go and govern London, go. If you don't be mayor of some place for London. It's not high time we have the London doctor come to Nigeria. Must we travel, use aviation fuel, go there for treatment? Can we bring the hospital there? Nigeria where they're not good for for their medicals. I mean, their lights and electricity. What is it? How can we be doing the same thing over again with the con they talk, say with the see what they do? You don't do nada. Mr. Buzella, please, you are next.
All right. Good evening. Yeah, so just in response to what the last speaker said, that how do we know that that they were still paying subsidy? If he knows his mathematics very well, it's a simple thing. Landing cost for PMS was just a bit over 8,000 naira when they were still importing before Dangote started selling. If we were still buying at that time for 600, 800, who is paying the difference? That is simple mathematics. May 27th, the day of the swearing, I kind of suspected something was going to happen. So I went to the filling station. Fuel was scarce that day. Went to the filling station. Got there, long queue, 160. They stopped selling, 300. They stopped selling, they changed their meter, 500. And I'm like, this guy, whoever is the owner of that filling station, is there calling somebody, making these decisions by himself. If the plan was to remove subsidy, the way to go about it is to send an official memo to importers, distributors, marketers, or whatever, and everybody will sit on the table. Okay, this is what we are going to fix this price at. You don't come on TV in your inauguration speech, say subsidy is gone, and you put everybody into a panic. Put marketers and everybody into a panic. What do you expect? Now, fast forward. Dangote came online, and up until NNPC said they were not going to be the sole off-taker anymore. Nobody could say how much Dangote was giving NNPC for you. Ask them, it is all shrouded in secrecy. To just say, okay, production price. At first, we heard Dangote's production price and everything cost was at 600. He will sell 700. You put a markup, maybe 100 naira, so pump price would be like 800. That was what was floated at first. All of a sudden, people started selling 9 something. Okay, what is going on? NNPC keeps quiet. You ask, the presidency will say it's NNPC that is in charge. Is NNPC not? Does federal government not own the highest share in NNPCL? So when we come on platforms and start making funny assumptions like we're on campaign, oh, the president is trying to make tough decisions. What tough decisions? These are simple policies that you put in place. You make it clear. This is what is going on. The president mentioned that, oh, we are going to provide CNG buses. Please, has anybody seen or entered, or their domestic staff or whoever has entered any CNG bus? I heard what's it called? The NLC president today saying they have the federal government delivered 14 CNG buses to a whole country, or to a whole labor force in Nigeria. 14 CNG buses. After 1 year of promising that, okay, to curb the hardship of subsidy removal, we are going to shift to gas. Has anybody seen any of those buses? Oh, they now came up with, okay, we are going to do a conversion. You can come and convert that's what they're saying now. You can come and convert your car for petroleum to CNG, free conversion kit or whatever it is. We are going to convert 30 million cars. Somebody now asked a very simple question. Please, if you are traveling from Lagos to Kwara State and your gas finishes in your car in Owo, where are you going to fill your gas? No, seriously, they say these things.Here are you going to
It is. Let me explain that.
What?
When you have CNG vehicles, it doesn't mean you write off the petroleum part of it.
No, I'm not saying that
It's going to be CNG. It's going to be CNG and petrol. So if your gas finishes, you can use petrol to
hold on. People drive electric vehicles, Tesla. Everywhere you go, you see electric
Tesla outlets,
right?
the electric outlets. Yeah.
So if I decide to take up the federal government, I go give them my car now. So you know what? Convert it from CNG and petroleum to CNG. Of course, I want to be part of clean energy or whatever. I want to travel to Kwara State from Lagos. My gas finished in Owo. What do I do? I'll go and meet Oga Brimo that is selling gas on the side of the road to fill my gas, Abi. Like, these things don't make any sense. It doesn't make sense. You come up and you say these things. Before now, the government, the president had two spokespeople, and the Ajero guy that, and no, sorry, what's the guy's name that left?
Jury or something, yeah.
Aduri or whatever his name is, and Bayo Nonuga, saying two different things. Supposedly, they are a spokesperson of the president. It's a mess. This guy has lived up to his name, City Boy. He think it's all a big party. You want to go to London to reflect on what? It's a mess. There is anybody here, the last speaker, please, it's not saying these fancy things, having fantasies of grandeur. Oh, no, it's not. Be specific, saying this is what the president did. This was the policy that was put in place. This is what happened. The only thing that has improved since the president came, and I'll give him praise for that, is what's his name? Minister of Interior. The passports, how to get passport or whatever. Now the process is seamless. I will give him that.
There are M's to it.
No,
Please don't
no,
say there are M's to it.
It's an improvement. There is an improvement. Right?
Within Nigeria or outside Nigeria?
Within Nigeria. Within Nigeria. Let's speak within Nigeria first before we do diaspora. So within Nigeria, there's an improvement. Aviation Minister Keyemu is trying to do some things that we see. The airports are a little bit better. But when you now talk about monetary policy, he has failed. All this defending the Naira, whatever, we have lost 2 times the amount of money we are spending on defending Naira.
Cardi B is not doing a good job.
At all. We have lost. They don't know what to do. They tried to do. They tried in early part of this year. They took from our reserves to defend the Naira. The dollar came down to 1,000. We noticed that the reserve was coming down. And guess what? It is trial and error. So so let's stop this thing of trying to say, oh, nobody is against him, nobody is coming on TV or whatever to be. Let's say the truth. The man is clueless at the moment because, in my opinion, he gave out positions based on political favors. His cabinet is not. They are not the right set of people. Simple. Let's not dilly-dally about it. The cabinet, he gave out those positions based on political favors. Period. Nigeria is not the worst country on earth. But when you have the wrong people doing things and everybody is in there trying to score favor or whatever the case might be, this is what you get. Cardozo is nobody. He was in commercial banking before he came into the CBN. What are his credentials? And he's showing. It is showing as bad as what's his name was the last CBN president. Emefiele. But you can tell that, okay, these people found a way to balance it, whether it was taking us off the cliff or whatever. At the end of the day, this was.
Don't do that, Mr. Bubuzela. Don't do that. Mr. Bubuzela, we lost you.
Off the cliff.
Okay, you're back.
Yes, sorry. So, as bad as Emefiele was, they said, oh, what he did, he was taking us off the cliff, him and Buhari or whatever it is. But we have, this one came to stop us from jumping off the cliff. But the mess we are in, inflation double digits. It's like people don't understand that they are still borrowing. So
what are you saying now? What are you saying now? We miss Emefiele and Buhari.
As shameless as that sounds, as hopeless as that sounds, we miss them. That is
we
what we are beginning
them, I beg. We don't.
No, this one that we are in.
You know what we are in? What we are in?
This one that we are in, This one that we are in.
I will. This is a government of probability. I will. Everybody.
I will. Another 8 years of this administration, if they don't get their act together, this country will disappear. It will disappear. The things are bad. And they are still borrowing. First of all, cut government spending. Those are low-hanging fruits. Cut government spending. All that talking about buying SUVs or whatever, nobody should be mentioning those kind of things. Don't mention it at all. Let's cut government spending, the ones we can see. Talking about jets, yachts, let's stop all those things. If we are serious if there is serious government, stop those things first of all. Then you say, okay, we've stopped the bleeding in some part. Then let's start to do meaningful policies. Not this today. oh, this is what we want to do. Oh, tomorrow, petroleum minister came the other day. Oh, Nigeria is expecting 50 billion in investment before December. $50 billion. From where?
Audio 50 billion.
From who? From who? They will say, oh, Port Harcourt refinery is going to start producing petroleum
in September.
Like
We're in October.
There's no need to.
Meanwhile, the same government, they borrowed $6.35 billion already within 1 year. $6.35 billion.
My case is this. Thank you for your submission. I appreciate it. Yes, we have other people. We have Mr. OAK. Upper reporters has come in as well. Then we have Mr. Sazwa Agbontine. Yes, before I go, yes, we'll give OAK came in. I think came in before others. But I don't know if One Piece Upper reporters has anything to say. But
I agree to now. I just come off for work, but I will talk after the next person. Might give floor for the
okay,
next
good.
person.
Just want to hear your voice. You don't really need to talk if you don't get the time to give us. Thank you very much. we just wanted to hear your voice. Okay, Mr. OAK. Oak. Is it Oak or OAK? Are you there? Do you have a? Do you want to unmute yourself and give us a submission, or tell us? Okay, we're not going to go waste time on that. Mr. Sazwa Agbontine, are you there?
Yes, so J boy.
Thank you for coming. Yeah, we have we are airing our views today. We are saying things as we hear it, as some of us see it, and how we feel it, or how we are feeling it. So we are talking with
like I heard what I want to allude to what Sele said. You know, everything just boils down to Nigeria. It just boils down to leadership, right? As at this point, you know how they want to, you know, run the country. You know, because I just feel it's just a smoke screen everywhere. You know, they make promises, they never keep to it. Every time I sit down and watch the way these people play, act, and talk, I'm just saying, well, we probably need some miracle to get us out of where we're at right now. It's just it's a leadership problem. You know, people say Nigerian problems are Nigerians. When I just listen to lawmakers, at times you watch them talk in the hollow chambers, I just literally just give up. So, like what said, I don't want to go into arguments or banters about what they are doing. We just pray for the country. Now prayer, because I know anything Nigeria deserve. Now Richard, just talk quick with that.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, that is part of it. Just give what you. If you can't give what you there's a prayer for Nigeria in distress, the Catholic Church in Nigeria. It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
Moderator, I beg, wait. You know how many years ago that they prayed that prayer?
Yes, that is what I want to say. That prayer is what is even holding us on.
Are you sure? Because the land is too polluted for the prayer to even work.
See, imagine with a Nigeria, with a chaotic Nigeria, the first thing they did was to change national anthem. We think national anthem, would it concern national anthem?
And they tap each other for back, they hail each other, say they change national anthem.
that was where my heart first caught.
Wait. Junior, you know what I give up for? In 15 minutes ago, I just watched the Senate president for floor. The way the man turned out to, I swear to God, rather they watch John Stewart show every day than to watch that joker. I just think that jokes are they listening to?
But I know you what he talk. He said people should reduce the amount of cars they drive for fuel for them to be able to buy fuel. Can you imagine? Meanwhile, your own convoy be like here from here to Lagos.
You know, you see the guy talk, say, because each time I hear the guy open his mouth, I'm saying, this is what we've been reduced to. Jokers. Everything a joke for them. So,
Because no consequences now.
a
No
lot to say. I be getting a lot to say, but watching those people, how people were supposed to be the change, they be jokers. How you want, waiting, my voice go drowned out now. Why would it shout?
But Mr. Sazuwa, for this panel, man, your view is very, very powerful. I listen to some people here who want to make it very, very complicated. Somebody said some people benefit from it. That's how they get to abroad. Most people that travel to abroad, they're very, very poor. None of them. You see what thing about Nigerians say that shocked me. Because after this, I will leave the panel. We make it is complicated. We lie to ourselves. Nigeria is a failed state. The definition of failed state, Nigeria is one of the definitions of a failed state. A state whereby the people that are ruling you, not really educated. Even with the educated self, you don't even know where they are. I went to University of Benin when Alele William was there. I arrived during their batch at time of Babangida time. It was not even like this. You can open a newspaper and find a job in that Benin city. Poor men, children were getting job in these oil companies. I told you, look, most of you people, some of them, they're even very, very young. This problem of this corrupt politician, this start now. It started when Shagari came to power. When the army was, it was even better because they were even paying salary. When the army came. My brother, but they can go to the white man country and behave well. Where is that woman now? Is she not working on the street without the cover? The former petrol minister? You see, these people will treat you like a joke. If you allow them to treat you like a joke, just when they're sharing bread to you, to Nigerians now. Later they'll be sharing apple. Later they'll be sharing corn. Okay, take one corn.
Popo gari.
You become a slave in your country. For who? Look at Nigeria. Criminals everywhere. Ritualists everywhere. In my time, it was not like that. We have named it's not like it started now. It started way back. Only that we start bringing in people that actually don't know what they're doing. They don't know anything about economy. They don't even care about their own citizen. They are just to eat and make all kind of noise and all kind of something. Man, that's why really my brother.
You know why I really didn't have anything to say. We have we can use all the theoretical terms. People say monetary policy, fiscal policy. They'll come up with all these. All I hear every day is different strategy. When they are tired, when they know you are tired of listening to one, they'll come up with another one just to divert attention.
Or the increasing interest rates.
Yeah, because my brother, they want to come pick money.
Quick fix cannot fix Nigeria. Quick fix.
Every government they contribute to the economy. They all need to pick money. Senate president is to pick money.
That one don't tell Una say. Have you not heard him in all those gaffes when he will say we are here to share the money?
I'm sending you prayers. I'm sending you prayers.
We will share the money. And all those kind. He went to Port Harcourt NDDC when they were doing something. He said something like, "Let them be fighting. We'll be inside sharing the money." He thinks it's a joke.
Because there's no consequence.
Now play that they play with us. You never understand. See that they play with us.
Exactly. So let me be this. Once we sit down here, me, I don't remove myself from having a headache for Nigeria matter. I'm not going to try them again.
No,
at some point, I'll tell you guys this. At some point, it will amount to where me go carry my own inside, come back on the way I did.
Abi?
Yeah, no, let's be honest with ourselves. Since now, kill and divide, turn by turn. Because there's no really meaningful... Okay, name one state in that federation. Name one state where you say, okay, this governor, they make this kind of giant reforms. We could make headline anywhere else in the world. Name one. See the local government autonomy, everything a joke. They the right results, right, left, center. The governor, okay, you see the strategy they're adopting now. Okay, I can no longer control the governor. Okay, I'll put my stooges there. Party go they win 23/23, 21/21. What's the democracy there? Put all their see what happened in Rivers. You know, Rivers now exposed me to what is really going on. They have till October 31st deadline to put a local government chairman. They talk some form of autonomy. What is the autonomy about? When the governor na hand pick you put for there, you do anyhow, they remove you like a pack of shit. Where does this development come from? All of us living abroad, we all know that the like in the United States, the effect you feel of governance comes from your local authority, not the federal government. It starts
Because they
from
go
your
because
local
they go
authority.
wait for you for junction on election day.
The busing of your children to school is handled by the county or the city. Your police, the people who go clean your streets, take your refuse disposal, make sure say your utility day on everything now through the local. So until we get that mindset, we
Now
all
council they build airports here, no be even
okay,
state.
okay, Junior. See one thing I want to tell you too. If now you know that in most states, Junior, the attorney general is not appointed by the governor. Now through election, you must
Through election,
contest for her.
even the judges, even
The
judges. What are you
judges,
saying?
you must
Yes,
contest for her. So
local
how
sheriff,
you go win
everybody.
election like you win election? I be attorney now. You can't tell me what I want to do. They born you where. But
Agbeka, you they go far. What about the after 2020 election where Trump was using federal judges where appoint states to Magomago? At last, say, okay, hey, you don't win election, you lose the election. Go and sit down. We're not going. They don't sign off
exactly.
for them. But in Nigeria, they
So
go just quick sign off immediately, sharp.
yeah, that be the problem.
They say
Well,
our constitution be problem.
wait. Let me ask you a question. How many of those judges, if not be personal favors with family members, if you look the names where they did those lists, you know say for this person to get here, he don't they related to one person or is doing the bidding of another person.
Even the Supreme Court judge now for Nigeria, no be settlement, they don't give her for the Imo
Do you
State
know that
election.
woman cannot enter the United States? She's on the blacklist.
Remember, she was the one that did the Imo State election. Now that hope is
Now they take Pandam when she not fit enter America.
number one. Now she don't settle one with the Supreme Court judge. And they say Nigeria go better.
So in a nutshell, our president is playing politics, it's all governing. So
That's
it's
what it
about
is.
No.
it's
Junior. Let me rephrase it for you. The political elite, if you say the president, you just put up for one man head. Like saying only him. Do you think
who did bring chief judge?
wait,
Who
let me
be
say
IG?
something. Now be the mindset what we need to develop now. See, no be the president. Wait, as the president stopped any allocation to the states, say the state won't get their fair share of federal allocation.
Yeah, no, but
Junior, let's
no,
but policy.
President does not stop finances. He has not stopped finances because finances are flowing. The reason why the president is having this leeway is because say if I disburse this money to these governors, nobody will come to me. Yes, but let me explain something to you. Okay. You see now, like you said, you use Rivers State as a case study. Do you know the police, the IG of police made a statement that he was not going to send police for the election. He was not going to send.
That tells us that there's a fundamental problem, Junior. That now
that is what I'm saying.
The advocacy for state police.
When in a case like that, when the IG of police is coming after a state saying I will not send security to cover the election, I liked it. I was happy about it because it gives us an example to show that we don't need the police during election. Police should go and put uniform.
And guess what? The election still went on.
It went on, and it went their way. But they say they use civil defense. But what I'm trying to say is this: when the president hears, when a thing is said by an IG, and the president does not react to it,
until they burn
silence is what, according to lawyers, they say silence good. Let me say president be part of that kind of thing, because you are supposed to call the IG to play and say, I don't care what transpired. You are IG. You are not put in by the governor.
No,
You
when the IG when
the
public
president
servants now
doesn't
become
want it that
public
way.
masters, Junior.
Why would they
When
talk like
public servants now become
this?
public masters, when everybody's a puppeteer, you know, the
But
money they exchange hands.
why would they talk like this? Honestly, we just they hear the talk, don't turn out to be a parlor talk. Why are we talking like this? We're just talking problem.
My brother. Listen, if you have your viewpoint, right, I beg you, then I beg you, restrain and refrain from insulting my.
No, you don't mean that. Don't mean that like that. You don't mean that like that. No, sorry. No, I don't mean that like that.
I know exactly.
You don't mean that like that. You don't mean that like that.
Would they identify problem now? Passion would express here. You said I'm being part of.
Relax now. He's on the same side with us.
I'm not
No,
there
man.
again.
Agbota, let her talk now. Let her go hear your own version.
Calm down. Are you serious? What did you want to do there just now?
He want give you both bars. That's what he wanted to.
They want you T-Pain. You want you T-Pain. They want you T-Pain.
Agbota, without you call yourself. I don't tell you finish. I'm just basically saying, this government. We are just here. We talk. Honestly, I rather and all of this talk over the talk. Nobody don't talk anything about solution. Sell it. He tried. He gets some kinds of sell it talk for you just now. Why I say, okay. You know what they talk about. What they talk about front. As far as I'm concerned, unless we want a plan for after this old man come over there, we just there to entertain ourselves.
Okay, bro. You know the solution, A solution comes only when you identify the problem. you know what I mean? Like for instance, now the problem not be policies are fantastical, trust me, because most policies they fall from heaven. Now application we don't work somewhere else. Now people they borrow from
a working template. Like
the people, the executors, now be the problem. Now they are the culprit. That's what we're complaining about here. We're not saying like, listen, most of all these things have worked in a different setting. Are we capitalist society? Are we socialist? Are we, we go really define where we stand on the divide. But we're saying that these whole ideas, they always sound fantastic on paper. That's what Sele was emphasizing. They will come up with, okay, the CNG where Sele mentioned, right? Where the compressed natural gas, where they say they will use for us, right? Junior, when electric car come out, did anybody want to drive electric car in America? How will I charge my car? But now there's no nook and cranny where you see supercharging ports where you drive along highways. So if I know they Nigeria, I never go, so I don't really know the plans where they get for this thing. There was a time I looked into because of my field with that logistics. I was not like, why don't we have all these super highways like we have in America, where we will get terminals, along highway, like a trade route or trucking route? Do you know that the concession? I can't ask. I do my inquiry, go reach Ministry of Works and Transport. I come find and say, at least in Nigeria, they don't divide that, they don't share them. The template don't they there.
Period.
Who the executor? Nobody. Who they hold people accountable? The regulatory agencies, they are all bribed. So when you say compromise and bribed, now they sold their console. So who you want to go hold? Other than also the lament, there's nothing. Even if we now come up as a think tank or say we be concerned individuals, still one go there. My brother, now Babiala will turn to.
Nobody will answer you. They will take you that quick, collect your money from your hand. My brother,
okay, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry, just a quick one. We're talking about solutions and what have you, Bros, the small one when I know about sports and football, it's a very basic plan. I took it when Oshomole was governor. Come meet one guy, say special assistant on sports or whatever it is. Gave him a plan, told him that, see, we have different, in Benin, for example, I say there's Ramat Park, there's Garrick, there's somewhere in Sakuma Road, Sapler Road. I said, let's create city centers, AstroTurf pitches, solar light or whatever, so that at night, children or young people will come and play football people can sell around that area. It's all solar power. People can come and charge their phone and watch network news and watch people play football. Just a very basic thing.
Just to light up the place, light farm up.
Just to light up the place. So the man said that is a free place where people can play football any time of the day. The man say, "Oh, that's very good. Oh, that's very good." But I just want to ask real quick. So what is inside this thing for me? Oga, wetin dey happen? Now you're not even seeing the big picture of this thing.
They never do.
They never do. The big picture is that, Oga, you can actually tap talent from those places. You can have a football agency where you know that you have 5 centers in Benin where you can say, okay, we are going to organize a scouting program. That is the big picture. The man could not see past how much is going to make out.
You see how you said the suggestion. The guy
when you say
problem.
Yeah, when you say, oh, let's talk about the solutions, they are very bright people. The laws when they Nigeria plenty. Law there for everything. There's a law, there's a policy for everything in Nigeria.
That is exactly what I was saying. They are all there.
They're all there.
No idea. My gentleman, sorry, I don't know who I be they talk to. No verse. My brother, when you say will they talk to it like that paper? My brother, think of conceptualize anything. Carry and go Nigeria. They'll tell you that they exist for paper. I can guarantee you that it's already existing on paper. You see all these ministries, you get some fantastic ideas, so you say you want to go replicate. They'll tell you, we don't see them before an idea yet.
Yes, but to be very honest, Mr. Bontai, these ideas these proposals are on the table of every government.
They're not just on the table. Let me break it down for you. When I say they're there, they don't already implement them. Now you know the same.
No, but when they say, for instance, like the AstroTurf thing, when you go, the people are more interested in owning the land for their personal use for future acquisition than using it.
I think the biggest problem we have in Nigeria, and I say government won't get hand for everything. Like this thing where Vuvuzela they talk now, it's supposed to be private partnership. Government shouldn't get involved.
People are asking for funds, right?
You understand?
Now, may they just give them that, may they create that enabling,
the way it is, when you say government has to be involved, government can create a subsidized land for you to develop on.
Or just
a go buy land to carry 20 football fields. So my brother,
why government they build stadium? Why government go they build stadium?
No, government are not supposed to do all those things. It has to be subsidized.
Because that's the only avenue they steal from.
Government will provide the land, will provide the landscape. Everything has. Have you not heard of somebody that said?
Do you know that? Do you guys know that, Junior? You did that your dollars, all those super highways. Did you say that government money did it?
No, it's not free. Some of them are paid for. It's not free.
What I mean is, those toll roads, na company, na concession,
na private sector, private road.
Like living where they Maryland. Now, if I know say I dey go DC, I want follow toll road. I have the option to go and follow toll road and pay, or follow normal road. They die for traffic.
Options.
They must give you options. But for Lagos now, TINUBU'S and I get it. You see, I cannot understand like one of the most populous location in Nigeria right now. In fact, for Africa, only one road they enter. I know. It's unfathomable for me. Lagos might be the biggest, most expensive slum in the world. Now slum might be. You know the most expensive slum in the world.
What are facts, man?
But they're cohorting the Nigerians. Why is it the biggest one? Why do people wake up and go and buy a house in Lagos for 500?
Now slum because of.
But why? But people they go buy those things.
Now animal farm, Junior. One animal is more superior than the other animal.
I think it's mostly security.
Mostly security.
Or the high life.
Security.
Why are we living in Dululu land? Nigerians, not be security. I can promise you that. Ikeja is GRA not safe. Well, not be where people they build mass this thing, but all those areas. Now lie, now this oh, I better pass my neighbor.
High life. I put the
I
wire.
better pass my neighbor. If I
Yes.
don't see here, that
I
I
live
never
in
arrive.
There's security, but there's high life because you can build the Surulere, you can buy a Surulere is safe. You can buy in
No, go.
Huh?
Let me tell you.
But the
Let me tell
Lekki,
you what it is about.
the system is the high life.
Let me tell you what it is about staying in a certain part of Lagos. It's a false sense of security. It's a psychological thing, right?
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, you see a lot of people moving around late nights in Lekki, VI, Ikoyi, or whatever it is. And for some reason, everybody seems to get to their destination safely after the club or whatever it is. So people have a false sense because truly, if you go to some other parts of Lagos, mainland, you will get robbed. That is the truth. You will get attacked. But
Can you telling me people live in Ikeja? Ikeja, people live in Surulere.
Yeah, but it can be flamboyant like you do on the island.
I'm not saying people don't live there. What I'm saying is that people just have this assumption that there are a lot of quote unquote big men around this other area, so they have security. That I say it's a false sense of security. I'm not saying it's secure. The day that people realize that we are sitting on a keg of whatever and they decide to push all of us,
gunpowder.
The day they realize that there's really no security, because really, they round you up for Lekki Expressway middle of night. Who are you going to call? Which police? But people just have this thing that, okay, maybe you're moving around with Mopo, with escort, you don't know who is driving the car. So, what sense of
can you imagine that the population of Lagos, that they why I don't feel I see the concession airport for Kenaland airstrip. Lekki, Aja, go to they don't get airstrip with a concession.
What they want to build an airport, new airport down West Side now.
For who?
Since 2022. Since how many years did they build the airport?
So where is it going to?
International Airport, Junior.
Where will the international airport in Lekki?
After Aja side.
Free trade zone side.
That's near the refinery.
Space day, no space day.
Which space day where? Yeah, that place. That place is now how many minutes?
How big is Benin Airport? How big is Benin Airport?
It's not
Benin Airport now strip.
It's a strip. It's not an airport. Yeah,
no. Junior, there's enough space there. They are going to
there's space in Ekpe for airport.
There's enough space there. That's not
Lagos,
the problem.
I just see Lagos. My recent visit, Lagos became smaller and more irritating.
Best way they live for Dallas, you can't see Lagos big. You don't crazy.
No. I lived for Lagos for a long time, but everybody now don't build entered road. Everybody they come, the roads are getting smaller.
Junior, when I was growing up living in the first stack, we used to have park on every close or every thing. You see.
No, they don't finish first stack. They sold everything.
No, wait, forget about my brother. Now so Lekki B. Now say, like you say, imagine now something like Milton. God know why not give lion horn. Something like Milton touch Lekki.
Oh, Milton! Oh my God!
Hurricane Milton touch Lekki.
Jesus, is a rap.
So why they talk like that? You don't go. That's why you. That's
I think God know why not give lion horn.
Flatland.
That's God's destruction on earth. That with the suffering.
My brother, we get luck, so we not get hurricane.
The people are going through a melting, but not with the tornado. You are talking about adding the tornado to it. You don't think the people they go through when you come out like this, a bucket full
of water flood. You see that all those beach fronts. What do they do? Imagine 15 feet of water. We touch Tampa, so all those areas. You can't enter this thing. I swear to God, if not see anything, pick me out twist.
No, but this thing you're talking about, there's flood in Nigeria. They don't care. Bauchi or Bonu was flooded just now. People died. Houses covered. They said they're sorry.
break.
Say Tinubu go there, if Papa they greet everybody. That's the end of it. They've moved on.
He go there, his sons go there. I thought his sons visited. And
No,
they
he
gave
went and said,
Who went?
he went and his sons went. And they said they want to start, what's it called? Disaster funds or whatever it is. And that's the end of it. 5 billion naira disaster fund.
No,
And
they
to talk
don't
about
buy rice.
In terms of
I
policy,
think what did his son go as? The first son or the? Does he have a position?
No.
his
he
two
don't.
sons went
No,
there.
he's
No,
the
his
son
two
of the
sons,
president. It's
the first
okay.
and second son of the president. They were received
No,
by
I
the
think the
governor.
friends,
Guys,
the governor. The governor invited
Eric
them.
and Trump Jr., Donald Jr., they go places now. They don't get portfolio. So we do
No, but
okay.
they know they go as official.
There they
They
go.
fly presidential
There they
jet.
go.
No, they don't fly presidential jets.
Are you joking? What did
No,
you
they
say?
will not go.
Vanguard,
They will
the
not
rest
go
of them fly?
Air Force One.
They
They
don't
will
go
not go
on
Air
Air
Force
Force
One,
One
but
on
they
their
will
own.
go.
They
They will
don't
not
go
go
No,
Air
they
Force
get
One.
they get
their
a
own.
plane for presidential fleet, so they use those ones.
They
So
will
usually they
enjoy
carry
themselves.
Papa main plane.
And they don't go as an official
I
where
know,
governor
sorry,
book
I
for
know they defend
airport.
rubbish.
Where
I
governor
defend
book
rubbish.
for them for airport.
Mr. Moderator, if I
What to
want to
go?
observe,
What to go?
please, when you guys fathers become president, you both went at Degby. But that aside, let's stay on the
fathers
discussion.
go to the
We
president.
want to go.
Yes,
I
No,
don't
because
see anything wrong with.
I
I'm not
say it, no,
against
but
him
I say
flying
it.
any jet too.
I say it. If
Our
if
fathers
if
go.
my father is president, I will enjoy myself. I'm not
Junior,
saying
Junior,
I will have discussions with
are
my
we
father.
supposed to
I will
be
say, Daddy,
president? Who shall be our
I will
fathers?
say, Daddy, I will say, Daddy.
No.
If
Moderator, nobody that's made them not enjoy themselves. But
Mm.
we're talking about official duty. Nobody's made them not
no,
enter
it's not. I don't think it was
He
official
went
duty.
down his. Listen, Shei Tinubu is the least of our worries here. No worry
Like
about that.
It's true.
Bosco, by the time if
The
your
boy is
father becomes
humble. The boy is
president, you
humble.
can leave official duty and be
I
clearing
don't
grass.
think
No
that
problem.
To go start
Nobody
talking
will be
rubbish.
arguing
Now
with
you go call
I
Obaseki
think those
name.
boys are
Obaseki chop
those boys are humble.
the battery.
I think the boys are
Now you
humble.
can't support the
The boys are humble. Let us give it. Let us give it
Mr.
to
John
them. The
Bosco,
boys are humble.
let's not take this thing personal. We are talking government
and
here.
tomorrow blessing the clip.
You are the one that is bringing personality here. They're the
No,
one that is
no,
telling
no,
me
no.
that if I become president, my children
Let's
should clear
not start
grass.
thinking
You're
like
the one bringing it personal.
Mr. Sazua said. Tinubu is not our problem. He's the son of the president. He can do and undo, so long as he's not breaking any law. So,
Yeah, but if it was the Obaseki's child, it would have been a problem for those states.
Nah, not him. Some let you not enjoy.
No, now Tukpa they talk. Tukpa know when me they ask him. If I talk, I say that you are our patrimony.
I don't know why you decide to condescend. I don't know why you decide to condescend
If I
like
say
this.
this is our patrimony, you are using our
You
patrimony
try
to
as
fly
much as
to
possible to make sure we all descend
Gentlemen,
into
we
their
have
enemy.
got 2
I'm not
hours for
comfortable
our
with
show.
this.
I
Gentlemen,
think,
we have got.
sorry, I think there's somebody near Q1. There's a guy just came in now. Q1, is it
How
Q1?
do you know he's a guy or a lady? How do you know he's a guy or a lady?
Okay,
Before Mr. Q1 takes
hold on,
floor,
Tupo, hold on,
moderator,
Tupo,
please
hold
let
on.
us be.
Hold
Let
on,
us try and
Tupo,
be
Tupo, hold
civil
on.
and come here.
Tupo,
Allow
hold
other
on.
people to be talking. You cannot just
Tupo,
gather the
hold
gang of haters in the platform and everybody's insulting everything that is
Why
okay.
you be too
It is
emotional?
not done
I
now.
beg you too
That is not
emotional
education.
when
That
you
is
talk.
not the discussion I granted.
Tupo, hold on. Wait, hold on. That Q1, is it there? I want to just hear now, many person on mute. Q1, you there?
Americana, are you there? You there?
Who
Well, I
talk?
agree. I bet Q1 a quiet one. Well, I
Hey,
agree.
Q,
About
Barrister
This guy, I tell you something, you be CIA for this platform. Sorry, Tupo, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Tupo, not mine.
leave all this talk. This guy will
No. I'm not
People know
against
they.
anybody's discussion. No. I'm just saying
No.
that
And
when we are making these submissions, we should be providing solutions. It's like I stand with the
solution will not work. Solution will not work. But we keep
No,
bringing
no.
wrong
Junior,
solutions.
it's not like solutions will not work. We
Don't
cannot
bring
put round peg in square holes.
anything.
You cannot put square peg in round holes. The truth of the matter is that there's a fundamental flaw in
If you say
leadership.
nothing about solutions, and Junior, you say
what?
Do you feel so? If you say we will not talk about solutions, I just say solutions will not work.
Why not? People have won elections. People have won elections.
And
they are going to be there for the next 4 years.
Are we talking of those states of
They are
Nigeria?
telling people, Nigeria, people are just done up to 2 years.
Junior, we are finished. If this Taraji they talk this matter, we have.
No, people are not done up to 2 years. They are telling us to give a man that has been waiting for 30 years to become president and has no plan to solution.
Oh my
No,
God.
Junior, I
Let
don't
us
comfort
know
that.
that. Let us
Junior,
turn this
this
we come with
idea,
Bible and we make it
this
pray.
idea
I will pray.
that Tinubu,
Okay, just
that
keep
be Nigeria
praying.
problem, that be our problem.
Ah.
So,
This
so
idea
basically,
that Tinubu is Nigeria's problem, that be our problem.
Okay, Bobo, let us make a policy. Let us now come together, make a policy that will counter Tinubu's policy that will work. Well, how do we go about it?
oh no.
You don't
Come
have the
on,
authority.
Junior, don't do that, please.
Exactly. Who has the authority? Who has the authority? I need somebody to tell me the person with authority. Who
That
has
is
the
the problem
authority?
in itself. So I guess maybe that's the solution we're supposed to talk about right now.
The man that has authority is clueless.
Oh my God.
I am dead.
Junior,
Exactly.
Junior, you need to change this mindset of
I'm trying to change it. I was part of
blaming.
it.
No, wait, make I tell you something. Junior, let me give
I
you an
supported
instance now.
Tinubu.
Let me give you an instance now. Let me
I
make
supported
apples
Tinubu.
and oranges. Make I make comparison, right? Today, everybody they talk about Biden. How many times don't see Biden come out? We can equate it to Tinubu, but because we have strong institutions, we have good flow of governance. We don't even feel whether the man, whether he come out, can't talk or he not talk.
Biden does
Our
not
president
play.
will get for America now get amnesia.
No,
But
see.
that will not be our problem. It not stop the wheels. Wait. It not stop the wheels of governance. We are talking about people in various positions, from the ministers all the way to the cleaner.
No. See.
Mr. Bonta, may I ask you one question?
Wait. About time, you can say our president, anything can happen to a human being. He can fall ill, he can get amnesia, or he can even die. People die. But when you are president, don't play politics. Biden does not play politics. Biden is he's governing the land as the president of the U.S., not APC, not Republicans.
Are you Democrat?
Biden does not care. Biden does not care.
If you're a Democrat, do you think a Republican will share your point of view in America?
Not anyone.
That is their objective. That is their own opinion. But when there's an election,
okay, Mr. Bonta, who did blame for American inflation?
He does not.
Are they blaming the governors?
He does not think his
No, blame the president now. Not the money.
So that's why they're blaming Tinubu. The economy is bad. So they're not blaming governors in America.
They're saying
inflation. See, the question where you ask me now, if a naive person hear you talk, he go feel say in the inflationary measure is based of monetary policy and fiscal policy and whatnot.
But if you hear the Republicans say,
even if inflation they go on for Nigeria, even if inflation they go on for Nigeria, the man where they give contractor where they give money, they supply hospital equipment, where bribe the procurement officer, where bribe everybody, where end up not supplying anything. People can't go down. Wait, Junior, let me finish my statement. People can't go down same hospital. These things on paper has been supplied. People will go down same hospital because those supplies not there in stock. People will die. Now Tinubu do that one.
But they campaign for APC, so Tinubu know if he say they arrest him.
Okay,
because
that minister when they say chop money. Wait.
You don't even hear me. I say I don't even mention minister now. I say they are okay, but others who are health care center. Wait now. The medical director for that or for UBTH now they'll say government don't approve 50 million buy certain supplies for your emergency or trauma unit, right? Then they'll say on paper they don't allocate the money, they don't disburse them. Contractor go, the CMD say, I beg, I need my kickback, as we agree. Blah 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 blah. Maybe now 10% of the thing they supply, they run out of it. They God forbid one of us get accident, they carry and reach there. Because of those supplies where government don't disburse money for, no dey there. As at that point in time, that person die. Now Tinubu kill him.
Yes.
Yes.
What am I explaining to you? You know what am I explaining to you? Okay, let me give you this analysis. You see the Bobrisky show. I didn't want to do it because Bobrisky is supposed to do tabloid. But Bobrisky was never put in any cell. He was not put in any cell. Because there's a standard when they say our Nigerian prisons, so they put inmates for inside cell if you can pay. Who have been held accountable?
Drug lords in America.
No, wait. A drug lord, they follow country fight because they get money. But risky.
Get money. That's why bribe prison.
Risky no get money.
Okay,
Mr. Botan, because of money where they hustle. But what I'm saying is this. Now it don't happen. They don't expose the Nigerian Correctional Center. A lot of people don't come out. I watch one interview where one guy investigates, go through the length of the breadth. Nobody has been held accountable.
What was wrong with that though?
But what say you pay 5 million, you'll get put for one.
Hold on. Obizo, hold on. Somebody say something just now. Obizo, hold on. Obizo, hold on. What's wrong? What's wrong with what?
I talk. I say, what is the imprisonment? Not to separate person from society.
You want me Nigeria better?
So they go where AC day. They go where AC day.
Imprisonment. What do you do? You keep person.
Imprisonment, not to separate, not be house imprisonment.
Person.
It's meant to be in a correctional facility.
Correct facility.
What are the corrections? Now violent this thing you do.
Anything when you do it, it's a breach at law.
Even if not be a big Kubana do the release
of which law? Of which law?
The same thing when she do, he or she do. Not be a big Kubana do with the city.
He said he was guilty. He said he was guilty.
Hold on.
He said he was guilty. He was guilty.
Let's say something here. Bob Risky said pleaded guilty and committed offense. And maybe this.
Yes, he said he committed offense. So what do you want more?
Now Q1. The prosecutor no need to prove anything. When the man say you guilty or not, you say I'm guilty. I commit him. So it's straight to sentencing. But Kubana came in and said I am not guilty.
Not guilty.
Oh yeah, prosecutor, say this man guilty. They not fit prove him. That was the difference.
Okay.
However, we can all go ahead and say
he bribed the president.
They were undertone, but that is for us to debate.
I don't even, you know what, because now he or she do him. Now be problem.
No, not be here. I don't want to talk him because of that. I'm talking about the story has come out.
Okay, now
these things occur. Now, who is being held responsible? We don't look for accountability. Let's who is being held accountable for such a
Obizo, let me ask a question. I beg, bros, before you answer, maybe you could just answer this one as well where I want to ask. So, do you guys think this is the first time or the first person that this thing has been done for? That the man did not go to the prison and went to lodge.
No, it's a process.
They kept him at a lodge. Exactly.
It's a no.
Why is this not now the boiling point? All the politicians that were in jail, did they not enjoy the same privilege? Because they're bloggers.
It was leaked.
No, it was leaked.
So that is what we are saying. So this is the thing. This is where
Mr. Bontan does that make it right?
So this is where the issue
it doesn't make it right. We live in a corrupt system. We correct
it. John Bosco does not
good for the goods, good for the gander.
Our system has failed and is continue to fail.
Where they call him because of the publicity. They call the point president
until we have a truly independent judiciary in Nigeria.
How do we get it? When you are supporting
what I'm saying is, Junior, it's very simple. Everything just did it, but for my mind, before they do put out,
and it still boils down to the president.
Before you mention president, because president. There's really no clear-cut divide in the terms of the powers of the executive versus the legislative and the judiciary. You see, the way no put out panel, whatever, when they do the constitutional review, even the Ronsaye document, why did say this case could spend hundreds of millions, to do, because not only Nigeria, they say and say, fear not let us amend our constitution.
Okay, you know what? Okay, I talk about solution. Honestly, I don't talk about this. The main solution. Some general a coup needs to happen. May they kill every people.
Sarah, your own
No. Make coup happen. Make a one general sit down on top of there. Kill everybody. Then they'll start again.
No, that is not the Osaro, I used one example before, Rwanda. I'm not going to put up for Rwanda. I'm not talking about the genocide. I'm talking about the president.
But guess what? Junior, now one individual and I saved Rwanda, which is that Paul Kagame.
The president Kagame has
that is what I'm saying.
You're not president.
Tinubu called Kagame, make give me a notebook. They just give me your notebook or give me my advice.
Like I tell you now, Nigeria, now politicians, now parties they rule us, not be individuals. Now settlement.
Not be party, now bad people. What y'all call them bad people? Because
now they talk about the party system.
People cannot call Okpebholo into order. Okpebholo cannot even call. Okpebholo and Oshomole are the two actors talking most in the chambers, and they are not saying anything important. They are the two loudest.
Greatest joke.
No, but the man has said something important now. How can you say the Okpebholo didn't say something?
Like what?
He said we should stop. He said we should not own more than a car now. It's important.
Yeah, I agree.
What are you doing with 2 cars? What are you doing with 2 cars?
Why are you doing with 2 cars? Okay. Yeah.
We'll give the many cars to church. It's okay. It's okay.
No,
what do we do? What do we have more than 2 cars? Do we give other cars to government? What do we do have 2 cars?
The other car should not exist in the first place.
Okay, he has this look.
You sell your car and buy rice for the less privileged. Everything is sorted with by rice.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we have hit our 2-hour mark. We have to go. It's sad. I don't like to go when it's interesting and getting.
But you wanted to do 1 hour today now.
Yes, because I was not in a good mood. But that was why I didn't do timing for anybody. I wanted everybody to talk and air their views. So when you talk for a long time, then we'll know where you.
How many of you have listened to the anthem here?
So first of all, what?
The new national anthem.
Oh my God! I bet come on for you.
Oh my God! So before I go, I'll let's do my African proverb. My African proverb says, "Seeing is better than hearing." Yes, but blessed are those who believe, who believe, or who do not see but believe. Yeah. But they say the African proverb says, "Seeing is better than hearing," because a lot of Nigerians or a lot of people act on what they hear from our politicians. They work on promises, and they get carried away, and they come to defend. I'm not going after anybody, but like Mr. Ike King. Mr. Ike King has come today to defend the president. And guess what? He has not seen what the president has done, but all he has is hear what the president has said. In this case,
no, you cannot be. You are very unfair with that statement.
I'm not being unfair. I'm being pragmatic. A man has not seen it. He has heard it, but he has believed it. It's only the Bible that we hear, blessed are those that do not see.
Faith.
Now, in a country where you have politics and somebody is telling you, I will, and he's not doing it, and you are believing to I will, that means they need to tell you that seeing is better than hearing.
Okay. But with that, I'll stick to Saro's mantra. More you do kill everybody. Rest.
No need for violence, no need for anything. But it's always better when you see, you be in the front row to say, I saw it with my clear eyes.
Seeing is believing.
Seeing is believing. So, my brothers and sisters out there, thank you all for coming. The house is still full. I appreciate you guys should go and like on social media forums, please. And again, let us not miss the Monday episodes. They are going to be, I hope not, they are going to be crazier news by Monday. So let's keep ourselves together, drink responsibly, and enjoy our weekend in TINUBU'S voice. Thank you for coming. See you on Monday.
Enjoy your
Have a good week.
weekend. I love you.
Yeah.
So we can
Bye, guys. Yeah.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night. God bless everybody. Stay put.